Hi, my name is Alexander Kamen, and I live in Los Angeles, California. Describing the relationship with my girl, we've been together 10 years, going on 11 years. We met at Havana Grill, a Cuban restaurant in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I was a bartender and a waiter at the time, and she was a guest, a client, a customer, coming in to have some food and drinks with a friend of hers. I saw her at one of my tables on the patio, and right away I noticed that she was very attractive and very shy, and that was something that attracted me to her. I liked that about her. So I got her some free drinks on the house, and we hit it off right away. She loved music, I loved music, she loved dancing, and we both had a lot of things in common. She's a vegetarian and so am I. And right away we started seeing each other, and I knew that she was the woman for me. So our relationship is wonderful. I feel every year that goes by we blossom and we get closer and closer together. Every day that goes by, the love is just constantly growing, and it's beautiful. It's amazing to have somebody that you love, that you trust, you can confide in, and is really loyal to you, and I'm really loyal to her. So that's a beautiful thing. And one of the things we have also in common is her family's from Cuba, and she's from Cuba, and my family's from Cuba, but I'm not. I'm from the States. So we have that in common, that we're both Cuban. I'm Cuban American, she's Cuban, 100%. So I love her 100%, and I really am happy to be with her. Now, describing our individual financial situations, when money comes into play, it's very different, because me, I'm a person that, I'm a model and an actor, so I have made a good amount of money on the last videos that I've done. I've done several major music videos and a film as well, so I'm very comfortable financially, and I like to have money in the bank. I value every dollar. I'm very frugal. I'm a vegetarian. I don't like to go to restaurants. I don't care for steakhouses because I don't eat steak, and I love cooking. Being at home, making different types of dishes, portobello mushrooms, wheat pasta. I'm a healthy man. I love being healthy, and I love cooking at home. I'm a homebody, unless it comes to going to the ocean, riding a boat or a jet ski on the beach, taking a vacation, taking a trip. On rare occasions, I'll take a trip somewhere further away from the States. But otherwise, I'm just a homebody. I'm somebody that likes to go hiking, camping, and she does too. So we have that in common as well. We both love the outdoors. Now, financially, I always have money in the bank. My bills are always paid earlier or the day they're due. I never have any late payments. My credit's really important for me. I always like to maintain a 740, 750 FICO, and it's very important for me to have money put away. I want to open up an IRA, independent retirement account, and I want to have longevity. That's something for me is I like to look at the future and not necessarily just the moment, because I look at it as financially, if you live in the moment, then you spend all your money, and then tomorrow the bills are due, and a rainy day comes, and you can't pay your bills, and you have no money for the rainy day. So for me, I value each dollar. I'm very frugal. I don't like to go shopping. I'm an old school guy. I like to have a pair of blue jeans, a nice t-shirt. I got my throwback t-shirts, and my jerseys. That's it. I don't care for new jerseys, jewelry. I'm not a man who likes to floss. I'm not gaudy, anything like that. I'm just a simple, down-to-earth man that really loves to save money. On the other hand, she's the complete opposite. She's not frugal at all. And part of it is because she actually comes from a very poor family. In Cuba, they didn't have anything. I think they might have had maybe 3 shirts, a couple pairs of pants, one pair of shoes. It was very hard for her growing up. So once she got to America and she had a chance to make a lot of money and actually spend money, that's all she does is spend money. And she doesn't like to eat at home. Even though we're both vegetarians, she loves to go to restaurants. She loves finding, anytime there's a new vegetarian restaurant, she always, it's funny because she'll always call me if we're not together at the moment, she's at work or whatever, she'll say, hey babe, I just passed by this new vegetarian restaurant. We gotta go there, we gotta go there. And I always ask her, like, well, what do they serve? And it's pretty typical, it's pretty, you know, it's stuff I make at home. So I say, hey babe, how about this? I'll go to the grocery store, we'll go together, or I'll surprise you and bring stuff home, however you want to do it, and I'll make some of the same types of foods they will. But no, she doesn't want that. She wants to go to the restaurant and spend money, and that's just how it is. So anyway, so this is what happens. Every time the bills are due at the end of the month, we go half and half on the bills, because we're not married yet, and it's important for us to, you know, pull each other's weight for now. Maybe in the future, once we're married and stuff, these will be a little different. But right now, I feel it's important just for us to keep growing together, that she holds up her end of finances. But it never ends up that way. Every month, bills are due, and She's late. She doesn't have her money for her cell phone bill. She went and bought a dress the night before. So I end up dipping into my account and paying for her bill. So, it's okay. But it's a little burdensome. It does kind of hurt me and it affects me a little bit emotionally. But financially, I can afford it. So, hey, I love her and that's what love's for, right? So our backgrounds are very different as well as our financial mind states. My mind state is I'm looking at the future. I want to be able to retire young. I want to have a very successful career as an actor. And I want to do everything in my power to have a better tomorrow. Not just today, because I know that tomorrow is very important. Because most likely we'll be around tomorrow. You know, and as long as we're alive, then tomorrow's going to be here. And it comes fast. And the bills come fast. So I want to be able to pay my bills and be comfortable. Now, her on the other hand, she's very spontaneous. And she spends money way too quick. There's like a saying, I think it's like, spend money quicker than it comes in or something like that. Well, that's her. She definitely spends money faster than she gets it. But I love her. She's beautiful. And what can we do? We're two individuals in a relationship that love each other. So I do what I can. I do what I can to make it work. Now, her background, she's from Cuba. She never had any money. Her mom in the United States was actually a housekeeper. And I guess even when she came to the United States, I think she came about 13 years ago, she didn't really have much. She actually lived in a studio bed with her mom in the same bed. And I can imagine how difficult that was. But for me and my financial background, I actually grew up well off. My dad owned his own carpet cleaning and janitorial business, and my mom was a head analyst for the Clark County School District. So we had a great amount of money coming in. We had a great income, and I always had everything that I needed. So I grew up very young, knowing how to value a dollar, knowing what the dollar meant to me. And my mom and dad both taught me how to save money very young, how to pay bills on time, and that was regular. I always saw my mom and dad sitting at the table once a week, doing the finances, balancing the checkbook. So I picked up on those habits, and I also like to do the same things. I'm always balancing my checkbook before I make any payments. I like to make sure everything is in order. Now, the biggest financial challenge in our relationship has to be that she doesn't want to save any money. She doesn't want to have money for tomorrow. And despite the fact that she tells me she does, every time bills are due, she doesn't have